You've ordered the best, freshest beans possible from us, of course. And you've got the bag, and you cut the top off of it, and you've opened it up now. There's a clock that's ticking on those beans. There was a clock ticking from the moment we roasted them. But now that you've opened them and exposed that bag, there's another clock that's ticking. And you need to pay attention to that, and you need to do something to try to protect those beans. Air, age, and light are the three big killers of coffee. And we've talked about this before in different places on the website, and I'll talk about it again. And if this is the first time you're hearing about it, I do apologize. But it's definitely something important that you want to pay attention to. So now that the bag is open, you have choices. You have different choices. You could simply take out what you need to use. You could fold the top of the bag over and put a little bag clip on it. I suppose that's one way to seal up the bag. It's certainly not sealed. And air is going to invade inside there, and it is going to not only age and oxidize your beans, but the problem is whatever odors are around in the air that the bag sits are now going to become attached to and a part of that coffee experience, because coffee is an odorizer. It absorbs odors. So what we want to do is we want to try to keep air off of the coffee beans as much as we possibly can. Well, one thing you could do is you could put them into a Ziploc bag, I suppose, as long as you're storing that Ziploc bag in a dark place, not inside your refrigerator, not inside your freezer. But even then, you're still air that's inside of that Ziploc bag. That bag is not airtight. It's not air escaped. There's still some air inside that, and every time you open it and close it, you're exposing it again. So what's a good solution for it? Well, they make canisters, and I'm sure you've seen this. There's a lot of different choices that are out there on the internet. Most of the canisters have a lid that opens and closes, usually on a hinge, and then has a lock on the side. And what that does is it allows you to pour your grounds or your beans inside the can and then close the lid and keep the air off of them. Well, there's still air inside. However high up the coffee is going inside the can, there is still air inside of that. Air pressure, we can't get that air out of there. So, and every time you open and close it, guess what? New air is going in. Now, you could get one of these. This is the Airscape Canister that we have on our website. And what's really cool about it is it's got this little plunger in there. It's got this particular one has the fresh port inner lid that pushes the air out. You hear that? Okay, so my canister is pretty filled with beans here. I just filled it up the other day. And when we close it, you hear that? It pushes the air out. We push the lever over, and now it's pushed that air out. There's still some air in between the beans, and if you're using this fresh port lid, it's got this port here, and you can get a can of argon gas that's available on our website, and you could a couple seconds of argon gas in there, and argon is heavier than air, and it will force the rest of whatever air is in between each one of these beans inside of this can out. And now there's no oxygen, no air touching your coffee. Pretty cool. And well worth the investment. In fact, I think you'll find that one of these canisters is priced competitively to one of the ones with the lid that just opens and closes but never pushes the rest of the air out. This is called the Airscape. It's manufactured by a company called Planetary Design. They're from Missoula, Montana. Really cool company, cowboy company, good American company. This thing is made with food-grade stainless steel. So you can wash this real easily inside if you've got different coffees and you don't want the residue of the coffee, or if you're putting grounds in there, sometimes it's going to leave a little bit of a powdery residue in there. You wipe that out real easily. This canister comes with a 5-year warranty. The finish is beautiful. This can here is probably 4 years old. Not really sure. So getting close to 5 years old. We'll just call it 4. And we'll see how it looks, as time goes. But, I mean, we use this thing. I handle this thing every single day. I've dropped it. I try not to. If you look closely at it, there's probably a few scratches and a few dents on it. But, and it comes in a whole variety of different colors. So, I'd like to talk more about the Airscape. We can do that in another video, but I highly recommend it. You can store more than just coffee beans inside there. You can store anything that you want to keep air off of, chips or cookies or brownies or whatever other things. They have people put their legal weeds in there. You can put tea in there. It's got a multitude of uses. So there you go. If you've got any questions, feel free to contact me. You can email me. You can call me. Very soon you'll be able to SMS me. And I'll get back to you, and I will gladly answer questions for you, or somebody will, and we'll be glad to have a conversation about it. You can call up. We'll talk about it. We're always here for you at roasttoorder.com. We appreciate you very much, and we look forward to shooting more of these videos and giving more of an opportunity for you to hear more about what's going on and different ways to make your life better. Better coffee, better tea. All right, that's it. I'm Mike Mascow. Thank you very much. Bye now.